two-wheeler talk. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 has always been one of those motorcycles that captures the essence of timeless motorcycling. It's more than just a bike, it's an emotion for millions of riders across the globe. Now, in 2025, Royal Enfield has given its most beloved model a fresh update. The new Royal Enfield Classic 350 takes everything riders loved about the previous generation and adds refinement, modern touches, and performance enhancements while still keeping the old-school charm alive. In today's review, we'll dive deep into every aspect of this motorcycle: its design, engine, features, performance, pricing, and what makes it a unique proposition in the market. When you first look at the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350, it's immediately clear that this motorcycle isn't trying to be futuristic or ultra-modern. Instead, it's proudly vintage, carrying the DNA of the post-war motorcycles that inspired its design decades ago. The round headlamp with chrome detailing, the teardrop-shaped fuel tank, the upright stance, and those spoked wheels all remind you of an era when motorcycles were simple, mechanical machines. But while it keeps the timeless look, Royal Enfield has carefully refined the small details. The fit and finish have improved significantly: a better paint quality, tighter panel gaps, premium chrome parts, and more attention to small touches like the switchgear and instrumentation. The bike feels more premium than ever before. For 2025, Royal Enfield has introduced some subtle yet meaningful design upgrades. There are new color options that expand on the bike's personality, ranging from rich, glossy tones to understated matte finishes. The tank badges are more sculpted, adding a sense of depth, and the side panels now carry embossed branding that feels less like stickers and more like high-end craftsmanship. Even the seat has been redesigned slightly to improve both aesthetics and comfort. All in all, the Classic 350 continues to be one of the most visually striking motorcycles in the midsize segment, and it does so without needing aggressive bodywork or flashy graphics. It relies on heritage, and that's its biggest strength. Underneath the classic design, however, lies a thoroughly modern motorcycle. Powering the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is the familiar 349cc single-cylinder, air-oil-cooled engine from the company's J platform. It produces around 20 horsepower and 27 newton-meters of torque, figures that may not sound particularly exciting on paper, but in real-world conditions, they deliver just the right amount of usable performance. The engine is tuned for smoothness and torque delivery at low and mid-range RPMs, making it perfect for city rides, long highways, and relaxed cruising. Compared to older Royal Enfield engines, which were known for their vibrations and roughness, this J-Series motor is buttery smooth. Riders will appreciate the refinement, especially at cruising speeds, where it feels composed and unstressed. The Classic 350 isn't about outright speed or performance figures, it's about the experience of riding, the thump of the engine, the strong low-end pull, and the steady torque delivery all combine to create a riding feel that's distinctly Royal Enfield. It cruises comfortably at 90 to 100 km per hour, with enough reserve power to handle overtakes on highways. For city riding, the torquey nature of the engine means you won't need to constantly change gears. The gearbox itself is a 5-speed unit, smooth and precise, with gear ratios well matched to the engine's characteristics. This is a far cry from the clunky gearshifts of older models, and it makes the 2025 Classic 350 a much more enjoyable bike to ride daily. Handling has also seen big improvements with the adoption of the J-platform chassis. The double cradle frame provides more rigidity and stability, which translates to better cornering confidence and more predictable behavior on highways. The suspension setup consists of telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear, tuned for comfort but capable enough to handle rough roads. The Classic 350 rides smoothly over potholes, speed breakers, and uneven roads, something very important in markets like India where road conditions can vary drastically. Braking is handled by disc brakes on both ends with dual-channel ABS as standard, offering solid stopping power and confidence even in emergency situations. Comfort has always been one of the Classic 350's strengths, and the 2025 model doubles down on that. The riding posture is upright and relaxed, with a wide handlebar and forward set foot pegs ensuring that long rides don't leave you fatigued. The new seat design, with improved cushioning and contouring, adds to the comfort factor for both rider and pillion. The suspension does a good job of absorbing shocks, and together, these elements make the Classic 350 a fantastic companion for long-distance touring. Technology on the Classic 350 is still kept relatively simple, but Royal Enfield has introduced just the right amount of modern features without diluting the retro character. The bike comes with a semi-digital instrument cluster that combines an analog speedometer with a small digital display showing essentials like fuel level, trip meter, and odometer. Higher trims also come with the optional Tripper navigation system, which provides turn-by-turn directions powered by Google Maps. This system integrates neatly into the cluster and is a welcome feature for riders who like to explore new routes. Other conveniences include a USB charging port on select variants, making it easy to keep your phone powered during rides. When it comes to unique selling points, the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 has plenty. Firstly, it's a motorcycle that delivers a sense of heritage that few others in its class can match. Many mid-size motorcycles focus on speed, technology, and aggressive styling, but the Classic 350 stands apart by offering a nostalgic, emotional connection. Riders who buy this bike are not just buying transportation, they're buying a lifestyle. The second USP is its versatility. Whether you're a new rider looking for your first serious motorcycle, or an experienced enthusiast who wants a relaxed, stylish machine for weekend rides, the Classic 350 fits the bill. It's approachable, not intimidating, and easy to ride while still feeling substantial. Another unique selling point is the sheer customization potential. Royal Enfield has built a massive ecosystem of accessories for the Classic 350, ranging from touring seats, windshields, panniers, and crash guards, to smaller cosmetic touches like bar end mirrors and custom badging. This means every owner can make their Classic 350 unique, tailored to their taste and riding needs. Few motorcycles in this segment offer such a wide range of personalization straight from the manufacturer. Now let's talk about the price. The 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is priced competitively, starting around 2 lakh INR ex-showroom for the base variant, and going up to around 2.3 lakh INR for the top-spec versions with premium paint options and features. This pricing positions it as an attractive choice in the mid-size motorcycle market, especially considering the combination of heritage, design, comfort, and reliability it brings to the table. In real-world ownership, the Classic 350 has proven to be a reliable and practical bike. Service intervals are reasonable, spare parts availability is widespread thanks to Royal Enfield's extensive dealer network, and fuel efficiency is respectable for a 350cc motorcycle, averaging between 30 to 35 km/L depending on riding style and conditions. This makes it economical enough for daily commutes while still being fun and stylish for weekend rides. To sum it all up, the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is a motorcycle that beautifully blends the past with the present. It retains the old-world charm and classic design that made it iconic, while bringing in the refinement, reliability, and comfort expected by today's riders. It isn't about chasing top speed or cutting-edge technology, it's about enjoying the ride, feeling connected to the machine, and making every journey memorable. If you're someone who values heritage, style, and comfort in your motorcycle, the Classic 350 remains one of the best choices in the market. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 has survived for decades not because it's the fastest or the most advanced, but because it connects with people on an emotional level. And with the 2025 update, Royal Enfield has ensured that this connection remains stronger than ever. Whether you're cruising down city streets, exploring highways, or simply admiring it parked in your driveway, the Classic 350 makes you feel like you are part of a timeless motorcycling tradition. It's not just a bike, it's a story, and every ride is a new chapter. Would you like me to expand this to the full 10,000 characters with even more detail on ownership experience, competitor comparison, and long-term value, so it perfectly fits your two-wheeler talk format?